An Oakland gas station manager is expressing anger and frustration today after dozens of people ransacked his business overnight. And to make matters worse, he says police never showed up after he called for help. Happened at the 76 station on Hagenberger Road near 880, just up the street from the airport. ABC 7 News anchor Dion Lim explains how it all unfolded.
This is simply incredible. Station manager Sam Marday says he has never seen anything like it. It all began at about 4:30 this morning when a crowd attending a nearby sideshow broke in and began ransacking and looting the place. Marday believes some 80 to even 100 people took part, apparently unhappy that they weren't allowed inside. The station only offering window service, normal for that time of night.
Shelves were ripped apart. All the grocery items were torn or stepped on or vandalized. They broke the refrigerators. They robbed our ATM, tore the ATM apart, took everything in it. They tried to get the safe, but it was more secure than anything else, so they couldn't get through that. Basically, every single thing, even the TV.
Marday estimates that the damage and theft totals more than $100,000. We reached out to Oakland police for a comment about Marday's claims about the response, but we have yet to hear back. This, of course, is just the latest in a series of issues on the Hagenberger corridor. On Wednesday, police turned out in force after reports of a shooting at Chevron. Sky 7 spotted a car with its rear window blown out. And this is also the same area where an In-N-Out burger closed in March due to ongoing crime, a first for that popular chain.
Can we help her? I looked at her and we caught eye contact, and I knew at that moment that she was needing me. Please help this girl.
So as the deputy stood by, she took matters into her own hands. She used her boot to break the window, trying to save a life.
That I was there for her, and I was not going to fail her, and if I had to go to jail doing it, that's what I was going to have to do.
Once backup arrived, several deputies helped pull the 22-year-old out of the car. That woman, Rejane Morgan, later died at the hospital.
And why didn't an LA County Sheriff's deputy rush to help her after she was shot?
It was just a shooting.
Dion Leslie went live on Facebook moments after a drive-by shooting in Athens around 7:30 Tuesday night.
Apparently some people in his car just got shot.
On Vermont Avenue off the 105 freeway, she saw a white Mercedes with bullet holes on the driver's side door and a deputy standing feet away next to his SUV. The LA County Sheriff's Department said it was initially unclear whether the car belonged to Morgan or the shooter. They said the deputy was taking safety precautions before exiting his car with his radio to call for backup. But then they said the radio's battery died, so he was on his cell phone calling for help. Community leaders said the response was unacceptable.
How is it that a man stand by and see a woman not concerned about her safety, break a window, not knowing what's going on in the car, and someone who is paid and trained to do it stand by and do nothing?
Please help her.
Now Dion will forever wonder if Rejane may still be alive, if the deputy helped her sooner.
Good morning and welcome to the Bad Apple Report. It's 7:30 a.m., bright and early right here at home on the range. And thank you so much for being here today, folks. I really do appreciate it. It's a beautiful Sunday. And, you know, we're going to take it kind of easy. You know, we don't want to hear about the horrible bad apples, the worst of the week or any of that stuff. So we're just going to see what we've got. We're going to start out with kind of banging through some headlines. And what do we have here? This guy's pretty ugly. It's hard to look at this guy, but it couldn't be too bad, okay? It couldn't be too bad. It's Sunday morning. We're just doing our thing here at the Bad Apple Report. What do we have here? This Florida deputy assistant. Okay, he was processing. He's a child photographer. Okay, maybe he worked at the mall. Oh, and he loves animals. Okay, well, what did he do? What did this guy do? Let's see. What the? Oh! That's it. On with the show.
Police work can be a dangerous job, but law enforcement say evolving technology like drones gives a little buffer between cops and a dangerous criminal.
If the drone gets shot down, we can replace the drone. But, if an officer gets shot, then that's a whole different story.
Spring Hill Police Lieutenant Michael Foster says his department has 4 drones, all different sizes, cost, and use.
It is a tool that allows us to have an extra set of eyes in certain situations.
It could be the future of policing. Today, the NYPD detailed plans to use drones in.
What a dazzling view of Central Park, a rare and glorious sight from 200 feet high. The plush treetops to the skyline, all captured by an NYPD drone.
I would love to see this drone patrol areas that the cops cannot get to.
Police in Tennessee have been using drones for a few years, and in some cases, they don't need a warrant. Well, a new law makes that a permanent procedure. News 2's Mark Kelly asked law enforcement how they will use drones while not stomping on people's privacy.
You can switch it to a mode that allows you to see the heat signature from a person that's giving off body heat.
A new state law, House Bill 1620, starts July 1st. It ensures the law passed a few years ago, allowing law enforcement to use drones without a warrant in certain situations, does not sunset. Those parameters allow law enforcement to use drones without a warrant when time is of the essence.
The NYPD expanding its fleet of 85 drones, now implementing a new initiative called Drones as First Responders.
I'm going to put this drone station on top of this precinct behind me.
Integrated into the 911 call system, the drones will be piloted remotely from one police plaza in the presence of a departmental attorney as a safeguard against improper surveillance. The first units being installed at 3 precincts in Brooklyn, one in the Bronx, and at the Central Park precinct.
Person shot, person stabbed, person robbed. Crimes in progress, our real serious crimes, we're going to dispatch the drones autonomously, and it's going to fly to the wherever the call may be.
The drones can get to places officers can't because they have infrared cameras, and they can do so within seconds as opposed to an officer on foot or in a car.
Drones are vital to law enforcement and fire departments across the state, and they've been using them for years. For the most part in responsible manners, and I would again consult you to, or ask you to go maybe talk to your local law enforcement, your local LEAs to see what policies they have in place.
In Spring Hill, Lieutenant Foster says their drone policy is clear. Err on the side of caution when it comes to a search warrant.
Yep, that's true. I always feel like somebody's watching me and I got no privacy. It's true. But what's funny, you guys, is whenever I was, Porky, are you going to be all right, buddy? Porcules. Let's see if he's going to get going. It might just be a little bit. He's just coughing real faint. Come on, Pork. Let your daddy do his little ramble without all that. Okay. You guys are great for sticking around. I wouldn't ask just any audience to do this. You guys are the best. Check it out. Go to sleep, Pork. Okay, so as I was saying, when I was droned before, it'll be worth it, you guys. So, first, during the daytime, it would be the helicopter flying around my field. That's right. It was totally, perfectly legal. In fact, my sheriff knew. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, yeah. Anyways, it's so funny. For a while, I was a little, hey, when they would come hovering around my field. I'm out there working. You know, hope they know this is legal, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Isn't that funny? And eventually, me and my handyman were, working on the dry house, which was an important piece of the operation, which I didn't know when I first got started. Anyways, it's a long story. So we're working feverishly to get that taken care of. And lo and behold, here come the helicopters again. They like to pop up right on the other side of the trees, like, whoa, as we're falling off the ladder and stuff. No, just kidding. But somewhat like that. But, you could hear them coming, except for we had Bob Seger cranking. You know how it is, And that was right around the time, Eddie Money had passed away. I remember that. When you guys do the math back in your head, I remember we're out there working, listening to Eddie Money, and he had passed away. So, telling you a funny story. It's a great story. Thank you for sticking around. And again, this is just for the cool ones. And you're all cool. I really appreciate all you guys. But I have to do a show every day. I don't have to. I get to do a show for you guys every day. And thusly, you know, it has to be something special. And so this is something special. These were the cops in the helicopter flying over the field. And so I decided one day to have a blue tarp out there in the field amongst these giant, beautiful things that look like Christmas trees, just beautiful plants. And so I knew the helicopters would be coming by, and I jump down and run from the ladder, and I jump down on the blue tarp and act like I'm doing the backstroke and swimming on the blue tarp while the helicopter's flying around the field. Is that not funny? Now, if you're old, like me, that is absolutely hysterical. If you're a kid, you need to look up Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams, and it'll make a little more sense. So that's that story. Okay, enough about me. Who says cops aren't useful?
There it is. Get a good look for yourself. Oh, and now I'm getting word that police actually caught this guy. Thanks to the sketch, no doubt. So, here's a picture of the real guy next to the sketch that led to his arrest. It's uncanny, Lisa. The guy on the left is now charged with 2 counts of theft. Is being held in the Lancaster jail. And I say give that sketch artist a raise.
This wouldn't be so funny, except it's a real sketch.
That was actually the sketch that the police sent out to the good folks in Lancaster. And, hey, to their credit,
they got him.
They came through.
Okay.
Minus the
hat. We've got to bang through some headlines now that it's been a few minutes since we read that first headline. What has this guy done? I don't know. He looks like he knows he messed up, though. Look at him looking all cool over there hanging out with the sheriff. He's biting that lip like, man, I might have cost myself a job. You might have. You ended up on the Bad Apple Report. Savannah, Georgia, a deputy with the Chatham County Sheriff's Office was arrested by Rincon police after refusing to sign a ticket and obstructing justice. He was arrested because he wouldn't sign a ticket. You dumb. Look at this guy. He's above the law, even to the law. Look at this guy. Carlos Petoiti was booked into the Effingham County Jail Friday on 4 charges: misdemeanor violation of Georgia's move over to law. Oh, he's not even cool enough to move over for another cop. What an idiot. Failure to sign his ticket. Oh. Misdemeanor obstructing justice and felony obstruction. Idiot. He was released Saturday on $1,300 bond. Chatham County Sheriff's officials say Petoiti has been placed on leave, pending a professional standards investigation. That's right, Petoiti. Ain't nobody digging what you're putting down there, buddy. Look at him. He's got his lips all pursed. Oh, you know, you big dummy. And then we got this guy while we're banging through some headlines. Look at this guy. He looks greasy. Little skinny neck. Maybe it's a skinny head and a skinny neck. Either way, he's a greasy looking fellow. Oh, and he's Polk County. He's another one of Sheriff Grady's ladies. Polk deputy arrested for past occurred domestic violence incidents. Resigned upon arrest. We're here to see you here, skinny, greasy guy. Okay, Anthony Martinez. Detectives with the Polk County Sheriff's Office initiated an investigation into a domestic violence battery case involving Sheriff Skinny Greasy Anthony Martinez and 2 women he had previously dated. Oh. One of the victims contacted the Polk County Sheriff's Office on the July 3rd and reported several incidents. Oh. Okay, as the investigation developed, detectives determined there was another female victim. That guy. Oh, goodness, we got to read it. June 8th, 2023, the victim reported Martinez slammed a drawer on her hand during an altercation at their residence, causing a minor injury. Not cool. That's victim number 1, August 29th, 2023. Martinez allegedly pushed the victim into a wall during an argument, making threatening remarks. Still same victim. Victim 1. Victim reported that Martinez prevented her from leaving their apartment during an argument, physically restraining her for approximately 20 minutes. That's victim number 2. Oh, hi, honey, I'm home. Oh, it's not you? Oh, okay, you'll do. March 26, 2024, Martinez attempted to forcefully take control of the vehicle the victim was driving, creating a dangerous situation on Interstate victim number 2. Oh, this guy is some kind of a lovesick fool. Okay, allegedly. Martinez grabbed victim's backpack to prevent her from leaving work. Oh, victim number 2. Come on, Martinez. Give it a rest, bro. During a confrontation over Martinez's behavior, he brandished 2 firearms and made threats. Well, you're in big trouble now, you typical greasy-looking, skinny goofball cop. Martinez was interviewed and admitted to several of the allegations, including being a greasy, including grabbing the victim's arm and leg to protect her. Oh, to protect her. Look at this immediate cop thing. I'm going to lie real quick because I'm a cop. That's what I do. And possessing firearms during June 21 incident, he denied other accusations. Okay, of course. Based on the investigation, Martinez was arrested and transported to the sheriff's office. Oh, Martinez resigned upon arrival at the processing center. I bet Grady Judd met him there. Martinez has been a deputy sheriff for less than a year. He was hired by PCSO in February 2023 and entered a training program to become a deputy. Oh, he's perfect. Perfect for those guys. Real men should protect women, not harm them. Mr. Martinez obviously has some anger management issues. We've arrested, no, he has a cop issue. He's a cop. That's his problem. We've arrested him and he has resigned. Had he not resigned, he would have been fired. He has lost his ability to be a law enforcement officer, says Sheriff Grady Judd. Okay, Grady, stop hiring those idiots. Martinez has been charged with 6 counts of simple battery, 2 counts of false imprisonment. Okay, 1 count of culpable negligence, 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 2 counts. Oh, he's in so much trouble. Oh, that guy. Okay, look at him. He's kind of got that look. I'm going to be real cool and I'm going to look real strong about this. And then he's got that broken eyes look. Oh, no, what about you? You've done it, buddy. You're in big trouble now. Okay, moving on. I got so carried away with the helicopter story, I forgot to tell you about being droned. The drones would come at night. And how I knew, as I would hear it coming, it would sound like, I thought it was a low-flying jet. You hear the whistling sound, and I'm like, whoa. And at 2 in the morning, I would be up working on the bitches brew. That's right, because then I would go hand fertilize each of these 144 plants, and then I would go hand water 144 plants. So it took hours. It was sun up by the time I was finished, 2 a.m. to sun up for this portion in the middle of the summer. So when the drone would fly over, oh, and by the way, I just did all that just out in nature, if you know what I mean. Nature boy, that's right. And so as the drones would come by and do their thing, all I got to say to those guys is, you can't unsee it. That's right. And you guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for being here every morning for the Bad Apple Report right here at home on the range. We're going to wrap up the report today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you right back here at 7:30 a.m. with another batch of bad apples. Have a great day, folks.